Peace, love, and light, Libra, and welcome to your general love reading. If you're new here, my name is Ty, and I'm super happy to have you. Hopefully, you'll take a look around, like what you see, and hit the subscribe button. If you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I truly appreciate all of the love and the support. Hopefully, you've already subscribed to the channel. You guys, if you are new to tarot and you don't know how this works, it is a general love reading, so everything won't resonate. Please take only what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. Also, keep in mind that roles are interchangeable and you should place yourself and those in your story where you know they belong, because only you know. You guys, I have set the intention for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. So if you have Libra in any of those placements, there may be a message here for you. I have already gone ahead and pulled the current energy between you and your person. I am then going to pull for your person's actions. Oh my God, I can't talk. For your person's actions, what to expect from them in the near future. And then I am going to be pulling for some advice for you, okay? So Libra, right away I'm getting the sense that there is conflict between you and your person. With the Five of Wands, there's like this struggle, maybe arguments, petty arguments, or just not seeing eye to eye. A bit of, disharmony here. With the Page of Wands, could be some, just immature arguments, petty back and forth. The Page of Wands suggests that, even though there is, this like combative, argumentative energy, there's still interest in one another. You still have an interest in one another. You still have some level of attraction toward one another. With the Hermit here, I feel like somebody is, feeling like they need some time by themselves to figure some stuff out, just like some deep introspection. I feel like it also could be that you are not speaking to your person right now, that you're not on speaking terms. And if you are like with them and you live with them, then you guys are really distant right now from each other. I don't feel like the Hermit energy is saying like I'm distant because I want to ghost you. But it's about, the person needing that time for themselves, right? It's not in vain or anything like that, right? They really just need to sit with themselves to get some clarity for themselves and gain insight into the situation. The Seven of Pentacles here with the Hermit, I feel like somebody's really trying to figure out whether or not it's worth it, right? Is it worth it to stay committed here? Is it worth it to invest here? Is it worth it, to put in all of this work and all of this effort in the end? Somebody's questioning the longevity of this dynamic, of this relationship here, or this partnership. We have the Hierophant in the reverse, which tells me for some of you, you are in separation from someone, okay? From your person, from your partner. For others of you, it could be that you aren't like physically separated from your person, but you feel distant from them, right? Like you could be living with each other, just cohabitating kind of thing, right? And, the Hierophant is also, questioning whether or not the Hierophant in reverse, do I want this? Do I want this marriage relationship? Do I want the commitment? It could be that somebody decided that they didn't want to invest anymore, or they just don't want the titles. They're not ready for that. Somebody who's not really, who wants to pull away or has pulled away from a connection already. The Hierophant is about conforming. Maybe you're not, you don't share the same values, or you used to once upon a time, but you no longer do. You're not sharing the same desires, core values necessary to keep a relationship going. Bottom of the deck, I do have the Five of Pentacles, which means that you guys are feeling like somebody's either feeling super rejected, or you're both just in isolation right now. Some of you, you're not in speaking terms. It could be that, one person or the other, ghosted the other person, or it feels like that right now, right? Because there's no communication. I do see the World card here, which really talks about completing a cycle. So I feel like someone's really in their head about whether or not they want to call it quits in this situation, right? Do I want to continue to invest in here. You know, the Five of Pentacles, for some of you, it could be a financial struggle as well, right? Just like maybe feeling like, you know, these arguments could be pertaining to money, right? Feeling like something is not enough. You know, they say that one of the biggest or one of the top, reasons for divorce, or if not the top, is, you know, financial hardship. So yeah, I feel like right now, there's an internal struggle here for somebody, but definitely like this connection here is, it's quiet. It's very quiet. That's all I understand. Like, that's all I'm getting from here right now. It's like somebody just doesn't know if they have the energy to give anymore to a situation. Spirit, please give me the energy for Libra's person. What are the actions? What actions are Libra's person going to take? The Six of Pentacles. Give me the actions for Libra's person. What actions are they going to take? The World. What actions are they going to take at this time? The Moon. What actions are they going to take? Place yourself where you see fit. You know, reverse the roles if this is you, Libra. Thank you. We got the Hangman. One more for their actions. And the Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Cups. So I'm going to just start with this situation here. I feel like, and I am seeing the Eight of Cups. Somebody could be very egotistical, very, with the Strength card that I'm looking at over here, right? May struggle with change, okay? May struggle changing. The Eight of Swords, somebody's feeling stuck and disappointed, you know. It could be that somebody's just really wallowing in disappointment, could be, you know, pretty negative, or maybe somebody who thinks about things very negatively, okay? Because the Five of Cups is like disappointment, grieving the loss of something, okay? So, you know, as far as like the actions of the person on your mind, Libra, the Six of Pentacles says, you know, there's a desire to, you know, to meet you halfway. There's a desire here to come to a compromise, right? With the World card here, I feel like you guys have been through a lot, okay? And so there is a need for both of you to compromise and to give, right? To give back into the relationship. It can't just be one-sided, okay? I do feel, though, that for some of you, let me not say that. There are fears here, okay? I'll say that with the Moon card. Things, you know, things aren't what they seem, okay? So even if somebody is not speaking, it could be that they just don't know, you know, what to say or how to say it, okay? They don't know how to communicate their feelings. They don't know how to communicate the fears, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. Fives are the numbers of change and challenges. But the major arcana indicate a time or things that you're not in control of, okay? So right now, this relationship is going through a transformation. I do feel like something is happening here where a cycle, an aspect of this relationship is coming to an end, but I don't feel like it's a total, like it's total completion. I do feel like somebody is afraid of change, right? Afraid to surrender to a certain change here. Maybe somebody just is not, again, willing to compromise, is very like stubborn, okay? I do have strong Cancer energy here, Cancer, Pisces energy here. You may be dealing with a Cancer, you may be dealing with Pisces, okay? The Hangman suggests looking at things from a different perspective. So I feel like they're thinking about, you know, what it would be like if this situation came to an end. I feel like they're taking their time to make a decision. They're being quiet because they're really trying to gain enlightenment. It's not that they, you know, just want to be quiet and don't want to say anything. I really think that they're trying to figure out what the best course of action is next. For some of you, you may have children together, and that may be a big reason why, you can't make decisions off the whim when you have children involved. The Ten of Cups does tell me that there's a lot of love here. This may be, you may be in a marriage with this person, or just a very long-term commitment here. But I do feel like somebody just feels disappointed here. Like, I feel like somebody may feel like something is not balanced, right? Like they could never get their way, kind of, so to speak. I just want to clarify. Can you clarify the World card? Why is the World card here? Why is the World card here? Tell me about the World card. Tell me about the World card here. Yeah, the Six of Wands. So I feel like, yeah, we got 6-6. Okay, so June 6 might mean something to you. Okay, or you might be seeing angel number 666 a lot. But with the Six of Wands and the Six of Pentacles, I feel like somebody might be very egotistical, or just very prideful, and doesn't like to compromise, or meet me halfway, so I feel like your person, this is either you or your person, with the actions as far as what this person is going to do next. I feel like they are going to be willing to compromise, right? Because I don't think that they want this relationship to end, even if you are currently in separation right now. Tell me about the Moon here. Yeah, the Lovers. I feel like somebody's trying to decide what to do next. And I feel like this is a very strong connection. If you haven't been communicating with this person, communication is going to come in. Somebody's going to have clarity and a breakthrough regarding this situation here. Okay, I feel like this person has a lot of fears. Maybe even this person, for some of you, you may struggle with social anxiety. What is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here? The Eight of Wands. Yes, there's love and things are changing, right? So I feel like somebody is surrendering to the change. I just feel like it's a struggle for this person, right? But I feel like this is happening. It's just happening. It's not happening as fast as one would like it to. The Eight of Wands is here, which is super fast energy, but given the Hangman and the Hermit, I feel like this person is reaching a point of enlightenment and clarity, but I don't feel like there's somebody who moves fast, right? That's not the typical, not for them, okay? But I feel like for those of you who who have children with this person, I feel like your person is willing to make the sacrifices for their family, right? So if you're waiting to see if this person is going to compromise to meet you halfway, you have to also sacrifice, right? It can't just be one person making all of the sacrifices. But this person is willing to sacrifice for the sake of their family. Your person, for the sake of their family. Tell me about the Ten of Cups here. Anything on the Yep, the Nine of Cups was at the bottom of the deck, and it flipped out again. Yeah, because this person wants their family. This is what makes them happy. This is what, this is their wish fulfillment. They're happy with their family, right? That's all they want. That's all they care about. This is somebody whose focus is, the family and working. And it could be, again, that could have been, the struggle here. It could have been, an issue with finances and stuff like that. And this person is so focused on, making money and having a good, comfortable life that maybe, they don't know how to enjoy life that much. And I feel like they're learning to do that, right? Trying to find the balance with that Six of Pentacles here, good, healthy work-life balance. But if you're wondering if this person is going to sacrifice, You know, for the sake of this relationship or this commitment or this family, yeah, the Nine of Cups says, yes, you know, this is what they want. The Strength card is at the bottom of the deck, which definitely confirms that this person, you know, has a lot of pride and struggles with being vulnerable and open. But I do feel like that is changing. I feel like instead of how can I say this? Whereas in the past, they allowed their ego and their pride to stop them from doing certain things. I feel like they're going to step into the energy of confidence with this, Strength card and the Six of Wands, of confidence. And really make the decision, you know, to express how they truly feel and be more vulnerable and open about, you know, their feelings. Just be a softer version of themselves. What is the advice here for Libra? This is definitely a relationship or a connection that is faded. This is like a, you know, could be a twin flame. But definitely a relationship that's taught you both a lot. And I feel like Libra, you've both had to like grit your teeth or like, you know, what's the word? Fold at certain points. Like it's definitely, you know, tested you and your person, right? Equally. Put that back. What is the advice here? I didn't ask. What is the advice for Libra? Advice for Libra? Thank you. Seven of Wands. Advice for Libra. Oh, and it came back out in the Two of Wands. Yeah. So, you know, the Seven of Wands plus the Two of Wands is the Nine of Wands. Libra, I get it. You're tired, right? The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. And so this is about perseverance, you know, but home stretch, I always see the Nine of Wands as, you know, the home stretch. Don't give up, okay? There is a need for you to, you know, with the Seven of Wands, set your boundaries and stand on them and, you know, set your expectations. The Two of Wands really is, you know, about making a decision, right? So I do feel like, yeah, the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, somebody's up in their head. So, you know, if you've been the one who has been quiet, I feel like that's going to change very soon with the Two of Wands here. You know, the Two of Wands really is about taking the initiative, right? We've planned, now we take, you know, we take the next steps, okay? For some of you, oh, what was that? Yeah, we got the Page of Swords. So I feel like there is still curiosity, okay? And there's still a desire to learn each other and know each other. And you're still watching each other, even if you're not speaking. So I do feel like, you know, before you communicate, make sure you figure out what you want to say and make sure that you really process how you want to communicate. The Page of Swords can be a little bit immature. So just, you know, mind your words. Look, can't make it up. The Nine of Wands, okay? Nine of Wands came out. So yeah, this is about not giving up, right? Don't give up hope. Emperor is at the bottom of the deck, okay? So I do feel like, you know, there's a need to, you know, express how you feel and express what you want and what your expectations are. But also don't lose hope in this situation, okay? You don't try to control everything either, right? Because the Emperor can be controlling and the Knight of Swords is here. This could be fast moving energy. Don't be quick to like, don't let it rip. Like, control your mouth. Like, control how you talk. Control, you know, what you say. Stay grounded. Stay poised. Because the Emperor could be a bit controlling as well. So right now, obviously, right, stand up for yourself when you need to. But make sure that you're doing it, you know, from a logical standpoint and you're not being... you're not being nasty. Okay, nasty. That's what I want to say. Yeah, so don't lose hope. Okay, this situation does have potential to work itself out. That's not going to be the case for everybody else. It's not going to be the case for everybody. With the 9 of Wands here and the Emperor, I feel like, for some of you, you're tired and you're going to set your boundaries, and you're going to stand on them, something heavy. But I feel like for most of you, you're going to be willing to compromise here. Okay. Yeah. Libra, I hope that this message resonated with you. If it did, drop a comment down below. Let me know how. Give your girl a like. It helps my channel. Hopefully you've already subscribed. If you haven't, hopefully you consider subscribing. What else? If you are interested in connecting with me on any capacity, or interested in following me on any of my other social media platforms, or having a personal reading, all of that information is going to be in the description box below. Thank you so much for sticking with me all this time. I love you all so much. Peace, love, and light.